This is how fools see the world. The world is full of wisdom, but not everyone sees it. Some walk blindly, mistaking ignorance for knowledge, pride for confidence, and impulsiveness for courage. A fool does not recognize his own foolishness. He believes himself to be wise. But how does a fool truly see the world? First, a fool thinks he knows everything. A wise person seeks to learn, but a fool believes he already knows it all. He refuses to listen, rejects advice, and argues not to understand, but to prove himself right. The Bible says, "The way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but a wise man listens to advice." True wisdom begins when we accept that we do not know everything. Second, a fool chases pleasure over purpose. To a fool, life is just about enjoyment. He chases momentary pleasure without thinking about the consequences. He lives for the moment, ignoring the future. The Bible says, "Whoever loves pleasure will be a poor man. He who loves wine and oil will not be rich." Wisdom teaches us that discipline and hard work build a life of lasting joy, while foolishness leads to regret. Third, a fool speaks before thinking. A fool does not weigh his words. He speaks without care, without wisdom, and without understanding. He insults, mocks, and reacts emotionally instead of responding with reason. The Bible says, "A fool gives full vent to his spirit, but a wise man quietly holds it back." True strength is found in self-control, not loud words. Fourth, a fool blames others for his mistakes. Instead of taking responsibility, a fool always finds someone else to blame. When life goes wrong, he looks outward instead of inward. But the wise know that growth comes from accepting faults and learning from them. The Bible says, "A man's own folly ruins his life, yet his heart rages against the Lord." A fool destroys himself and then asks why life is unfair. Fifth, a fool trusts everyone and everything. A fool believes whatever he hears, never questioning, never seeking truth. He follows trends, listens to lies, and never seeks wisdom for himself. The Bible says, "The simple believe anything, but the prudent give thought to their steps." Wisdom requires discernment, the ability to separate truth from deception. Sixth, a fool wastes time like it's unlimited. A wise person values time because he knows it cannot be regained. But a fool wastes it on meaningless distractions, believing he has forever. The Bible says, "There is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens." The foolish delay purpose, while the wise act today. Seventh, a fool rejects correction. One of the greatest signs of foolishness is refusing to be corrected. When a fool is warned, he mocks and ignores it. The Bible says, "A mocker resents correction. He will not consult the wise." The wise listen, learn, and grow, but the fool repeats his mistakes over and over again. So, how do you see the world? The difference between a fool and a wise person is not intelligence. It is the willingness to learn, to listen, and to grow. Do you seek wisdom, or do you reject it? Do you accept correction, or do you mock it? The Bible teaches that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. To walk in wisdom, we must seek truth, embrace humility, and understand that we are always students in the journey of life. If this message opened your eyes, type, "I choose wisdom," in the comments. And remember, fools see the world as they want it to be, but the wise seek to understand it as it truly is.